I'm Bryce Hickam,
I'm Spencer Reed.
and we will be hosting or announcing tonight's Everett Wildcats versus the McBain Ramblers at Everett.
I think the Ramblers are hoping to have a good game tonight, hoping to keep up their winning streak after having a very hard-fought win over Lake City last week. And I'm thinking it's going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what Everett comes out in, if they're going to come out as running or a passing team here tonight.
Yep, I know their varsity is a passing team, but curious to see how their JV is.
And I do believe McBain will stick to their T formation.
Yep.
Well, we'll see you when kickoff starts.
Tonight's game would not be possible if not for the courageous Americans who are serving or who have served in our armed forces. Let us all honor them by standing, facing the flag, removing our hats, and holding our right hand over our hearts for the playing of our national anthem.
Caleb Miller, and kicking off for the Everett Wildcats. Looks like number 62, Anthony.
Number the Wildcats.
The kick is away. Looks like will be received by number 22, Jacob Hart, who slips on the play, able to keep his footing, and gets up to about the 30-yard line.
That was a good job there by Jacob, getting to the ball, not letting it go out of bounds. And good job by number 51, Cole Stats, for coming on from the outside to come around the end and make the tackle. 1st and 10 from Ramblers' 30-yard line.
Eli Wilt goes under center. Hand off to number 23, Caleb Miller, who gets about a yard gain before getting tackled.
Short gain on the play, tackle made by Logan Whitbeck along with Gabe Mitchell.
Good effort there by Caleb Miller to try and pound his way up the middle, but that was a good job by Everett's defensive line and not allowing him to do so.
Eli Wilt under center. Hands off to Caleb Miller again, and he is just stuffed at the line of scrimmage. There is no getting out of that one.
Yeah, it looks like he had a little bit of a trouble there getting around Brett Ealing. Looks like they had a little bit of a collision, but looks like they got about a yard on the play. It's 3rd and about 7.
Eli Wilt under center takes a snap, hands it off to Jagger Corliss, who bounces to the outside, and looks like he does get about 3 yards on the play.
It was a good effort there by Jagger, but nice job by multiple Everett Wildcats on getting to Jagger and just making a good tackle and getting him to the ground, not allowing him to get the first down.
4th and 5 for the McBain Ramblers. Looks like they will be punting. Number 23, Caleb Miller, will be punting for the Ramblers. And it's a good punt by Caleb Miller and rolls out of bounds at about the Everett 40-yard line.
That was a good punt there by Caleb Miller. Had a nice spiral on the ball, but just came off his foot on the right side and went off to the right and rolled out of bounds before it could really roll down the field. But now 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and I think they're looking to have a good drive here. It was a good stop by their defense.
Everett takes a snap. Looks like it will be a quarterback keep right up the middle for number 6, Noah Vanderlinde. And looks like he does go quite a ways before he's taken down by number 23, Caleb Miller. And it looks like he is out about the 16-yard line for the Ramblers.
That was a great job by Everett's offensive line, creating a big hole for their quarterback to fake the handoff and run through, and he got a big breakaway run before Caleb Miller could come around the back and make the tackle.
Noah Vanderlinde on back and shotgun for the Everett Wildcats. Hands off. Quarterback keeper goes up the middle again, breaks a couple of tackles, and will be in for an Everett touchdown.
It was a good job by Noah, just really seeing the field well and being able to make moves to get into the end zone. And another great job by the line for Everett.
Looks like the Everett Wildcats will go for 2. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 20, Sean Jackson, and the McBain defense will stop him.
That was a good job there by Henry for coming in from linebacker and filling the hole and not allowing him to get in for the 2-point conversion.
Wildcats 6, Ramblers 0.
Back deep for the Ramblers, number 5, Darius Pena Perez. And to kick off for the Everett Wildcats, looks like number 62, Anthony Vendel. Kick is away. Looks like high and short. Caught by number 2, Drew Hamilton. And he'll get about 7 yards on the kick return and brought down by a bunch of Everett Wildcats and at about the 42.
Yeah, that was a good job by Everett getting right to the ball as soon as Drew caught it and not allowing him to gain very many yards on the play.
From their own 41-yard line.
Eli Wilt under center, hands it off to Jagger Corliss, who's met in the backfield and just stuffed.
Number 6, Jaeger Corliss.
That was a good job there by Sean Jackson, who came around the end and met Jagger as soon as he got the ball and made the Ramblers lose 5 yards on the play and is now 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 coming up for the Ramblers.
Eli Wilt under center. Handed off right up the middle to number 23, Caleb Miller. But it looks like he will get about a 2-yard gain.
The Everett defensive line has done a great job tonight on really filling all the holes and not allowing the running backs to get really anywhere when they run it up the middle. I think they're going to have to come up with something else to try and get something to work out here.
Looks like they will be going into a spread offense. Eli Wilt, your quarterback in shotgun formation, takes the snap, scans the field, throws it high, and it is picked off by number 5 for the Wildcats, and that would be Owen Craven.
That was a good job by Owen, keeping his eyes open and really seeing the ball as soon as the quarterback threw it. And he had a lot of time. There really wasn't anyone around him to really try to stop him from catching the ball, and it was a good job there by Owen to turn the ball over.
Noah Vanderland in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 20 for the Wildcats, Sean Jackson, but he will be stuffed at about the line of scrimmage by a pack of Ramblers.
That was a good job there by Grayson Guernsey coming in from the edge and meeting Sean as soon as he hit the hole, mainly stopping him and allowing his teammates to come in and get the cleanup tackle.
Noah Vanderland takes the snap, rushed. He throws to number 18, and he's brought down by number 3, Colton Haverkamp, and number 22, Jacob Hart, and for the catch would be Jaden Irvin.
That's number 18, Jaden Irvin.
That was a good job there by the Everett quarterback, and really having good vision out there, looking for his open receiver, and he had him on the edge, and they ended up getting the first down out of the play.
Great job by the Everett offense just to march down the field here. Noah Vanderlyn in shotgun formation. Number 8, Logan Whitbeck, right next to him. Number 5 goes into motion, hands it off, right up the middle, and he will be brought down by number 3, Colton Haverkamp.
Picks up 12 yards. First down, Wildcats.
That was a great run by the Wildcats, and a good job by their line for allowing him to have a hole to run through and gain all the yards that he did. And good job by Colton Haverkamp for making the open field tackle and not allowing him to get the touchdown.
Noah Vanderlyn in shotgun formation. Looks like they do have an H-back. Number 8, Logan Whitbeck for the carry, brought down by, looks like number 68, Logan Overman.
Number 70, Henry Bass.
That was a good job there by really the whole Rambler defensive line, and hitting Logan as soon as he got through the line and not allowing him to gain too many yards on the play.
Noah Vanderlyn still in shotgun formation. Ball will be kept by him, pass to number 8, Logan Whitbeck, and brought down by, I cannot see who brought him down. I think number 70, Henry Boss.
That was a good job there by Noah. He dropped back for the pass and then took off running like he was going to run it and stopped and hit his receiver, who was wide open after he faked him out. And they ended up getting the first down on the play. It is now 1st and 10, but they are only about 14 yards from the end zone.
And Ramblers did call a timeout. Everett ready to roll with the offense, and McBain defense coming out of the huddle now. What are you expecting to see here on defense for the Ramblers?
Oh, sorry. I'm expecting the Ramblers to try and make a good stop here, but we'll see how that goes. Everett's doing a great job with running the ball.
Noah Vanderlyn takes the snap, hands it off to number 20, Sean Jackson, who will get in the touchdown for another Everett Wildcat touchdown.
That was a good job there by Sean Jackson, who took the handoff and in motion, and he came around the outside and seen a little hole and took a hard cut straight upfield and ran it in for an easy Wildcat touchdown. Is now 12-0, and I believe they are going for 2.
Luke Hoydinga and Austin Farron check into the game for the McBain defense. Noah Vanderlyn still in that shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 20 into motion, who will get in for the 2-point conversion, and that is Sean Jackson.
Looks like they ran the same exact play once again, and they really had the same result, and it's now 14-0. Wildcats are up.
Number 5, Darius Pena Perez, back deep for the McBain Ramblers. Number 62, Anthony Vendel to kick off for the Everett Wildcats. Kick is away. Looks like another shorter kick. Recovered by number 5, Darius Perez, who runs, trying to run for some yards, but gets tackled by number 20, Sean Jackson.
That was a good kick by Anthony Vendel, and a great job by Sean Jackson sprinting down the field and getting to Darius fairly quickly and not allowing them to gain very many yards on the play.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers from their own 28-yard line. Eli Wiltz under center. Takes the snap for the Ramblers. Looks like it will be a quarterback keeper, and he is hit hard by a pack of Wildcats.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Gabe Mitchell coming through the line and seeing our Eli Wilt as soon as he came around the edge with the ball and making the initial contact, only allowing the Ramblers to gain about a yard on the play.
McBain Ramblers in shot or under center. Jagger Corliss out wide, goes for a big gain of about 8 yards on the play before getting taken down by number 6, Noah Vanderland.
Yeah, that was a good run there by Jagger, who gained about 8 yards on the play, which is now 3rd and 2 for the Ramblers.
Which is a really good field position right now.
Yep, they're really hoping to get the first down here.
McBain in the T formation. Eli Wilt takes the snap, hands it off to number 23, Caleb Miller, who does find a hole and fights for the first down, which he does get.
The tackle was made by number 5, Owen Craven, and a good effort there by Caleb Miller, who was initially hit as soon as he hit the line, but he kept fighting for the extra yardage and managed to get the first down.
Aiden Cucci out wide for the Ramblers. Looks like Caleb Miller and Jagger Corliss are still in the backfield for the Ramblers. Eli Wilt takes the snap, hands it off to number 23, Caleb Miller, who goes out wide, cuts back inside, cuts outside, and gets finally hit out of bounds by number 5, Owen Craven, but not after a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, that was an awesome run there by Caleb Miller, who came around the outside and made a couple moves to gain the extra yardage that he did get. That was an awesome run.
Very much needed for the McBain offense.
Yep.
Looks like this new formation is working for the Ramblers. Number 6, Jagger Corliss out wide for the McBain Ramblers. Number 12, Aiden Cucci, and number 23, Caleb Miller in the backfield. Hand off to number 12, Aiden Cucci, who runs, stops, and tries to make a cut, but is just met by number 5, Owen Craven on the tackle.
Yeah, Owen Craven is doing a great job tonight. Last 3 plays, I think he's had the tackle on him, and he's just been doing a great job and seeing the field and seeing where the ball is and really getting to it right away. That was a good job there by Owen.
And he is only a freshman. Be about 2nd down and 11 for the Ramblers on the Everett 41-yard line. Number 12, Aiden Cucci out wide for the McBain Ramblers. Handoff to number 6, Jagger Corliss, who cuts outside and is hit hard by, looks like, number 6, Noah Vanderland.
That was a good job there by Noah, who met Jagger as soon as he came around the outside just past the line of scrimmage, and Jagger tried to make a spin move, but he did a great job in wrapping him up and not allowing him to slip free.
Aiden Cucci out wide for the Ramblers. Looks like Jagger Corliss and Caleb Miller in the backfield for the Ramblers. Eli Wilt under center. Takes the snap. Pitch out to Caleb Miller, who runs out wide and is brought down by number 20, Sean Jackson, for a loss of about a yard, I believe.
Yeah, that was a good job by Sean Jackson coming in from the outside, coming around and hitting Caleb Miller, and not really hitting him, I guess, but grabbing a hold of his jersey and pulling him down and doing what he could to stop him, and it worked. It looked like Caleb Miller kind of slipped up there a little bit, and it was enough to bring him down, causing the Ramblers to have 4th and 8 now. And that is the end of the first quarter.
That'll be the final play of the quarter.
Eli Wilt under center for the McBain Ramblers. Handed off, quarterback keeper, pass to number 9, Brett Ealing, who will stop and juke out 2 Everett defenders before getting taken down by number 6, Noah Vanderland.
That was a good job there by Brett Ealing for really getting open on the play. But also, after he caught the ball, he had 2 defenders right on him, and he just planted and juked, and they both went flying past him, and he was able to gain about 5 extra yards after he caught the ball. It's now 1st and 10 for the Ramblers at about the 20-yard line.
It was a good pass by Eli Wilt.
Yes, it was.
Back under center for the Ramblers is Eli Wilt. Hands off to number 23, Caleb Miller, who finds a hole and cuts up the middle and takes about 2 Everett Wildcats to bring him down.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Sean Jackson, who got a hold of Caleb Miller's jersey and was able to slow him down. And the Ramblers got some new jerseys this year, and they seem like they're awfully stretchy and are a lot easier to hold on to and really pull them down than the varsity jerseys, which aren't super stretchy and allows them to keep a hand on them.
Number 12 out wide for the Ramblers. Handoff to number 6, Jagger Corliss, right up the middle. And he is able to get about 3 to 4 yards on the play. And he really wasn't sure where to cut at first there.
Yeah, it looks like he got, I don't know, a little caught up in the offensive line there and didn't know where to go. He had a hole just on the outside of where he went, but he did not see it right away and hit one of the linemen, which definitely slowed him down, but he still managed to gain about 3 yards on the play.
We'll bring up 3rd and about 1 for the Rambler defense or offense. Aiden Cucci out wide for the Ramblers. Eli Wilt under center, takes the snap, hands off back to number 6, Jagger Corliss, who does get about 3 yards on the play and enough for a Rambler first down.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Jagger, but also a great job by Noah Vanderlyn on really coming in for the cleanup tackle there and making sure that Jagger Corliss does not get into the end zone for the Rambler touchdown here.
Now the Ramblers are on about the Everett 9-yard line. Let's see if they can't get in for a touchdown here. Aiden Cucci out wide for the Ramblers. Eli Wilt takes a snap, pitches out to Jagger Corliss, who goes to the outside and gets about 4 yards on the play before he gets taken down.
Yeah, that was a good effort there by Jagger, but also another great job by Noah, who made the good open field tackle after Jagger had tried to cut up field, and Noah dove and made a great ankle tackle there.
He's been all over the field tonight.
Yep, he has.
Eli Wilt takes the snap, hands off to about Jagger Corliss, who gets about a yard gain on the play. Tackled by number 20, Sean Jackson.
Yeah, that was a good job by Jagger. Good effort trying to get a spin move off there. But as soon as he spun past one defender, he was met by another and wasn't able to get much on the play. But now they got about 5 yards to go, and they're looking to get the touchdown here. So hopefully they can do that.
Number 16, Eli Wilt, under center for the McBain Ramblers. Takes a handoff, fumbled, and handed off to number 23, Caleb Miller, who finds the hole and gets a McBain Rambler touchdown.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was an awesome job there by Eli Wilt, who had fumbled the snap, but was able to pick it up in time and hand it off to Caleb Miller, who had a very big hole to run through and was able to zip right into the end zone there.
That was a great job by McBain's offensive line to make that big of a hole for Caleb Miller.
Looks like the Ramblers will be going for 2 here.
Eli Wilt under center. Takes a snap, hand off. Quarterback keeper throws in right through the hands of Aiden Cucci, which I do not blame, or I will not be mad at him for dropping that because he did sprawl out for that ball right there.
Yeah, that was really a pretty good throw there by Eli Wilt, who led Aiden just a touch too far, but Aiden was able to get his hands on the ball, just missed it, just barely. It was a little low, but it was a great effort. The effort was definitely there.
It was a good job by Eli Wilt to stay in spot, even though he was getting pressured a little bit there.
Yep.
Number 7 for the McBain Ramblers, Thomas Maloney, also known as Tom Tom, will be kicking off. And back deep for the Everett Wildcats will be number 5, Owen Craven, back deep for Everett. I'm expecting a very big boot by Thomas here. And just like I suspected, hit about the 15-yard line and rolled to the 7. Owen Craven picked it up. Good blocks by the Everett kick return team, and finally brought down by number 9 and number 1, Jerry Behrens, on the play.
That was a great job there by Thomas Maloney, who kicked it all the way to the 7-yard line. It was perfectly placed just over top of one of the Everett Wildcat
He has
people that was back, but unfortunately the Ramblers couldn't make it happen and get the stop, and he ended up gaining about 35 yards on the play there.
Yeah, Thomas does have a real big boot on him. Number 6, Noah Vanderland. In shotgun formation for Everett, number 20, Sean Jackson, back there with him. Referee timeout. Timeout, Ramblers. Noah Vanderland giving the play to the Everett offense. Trips out wide for the Everett Wildcats. Handoff to number 20, Sean Jackson, who goes up the middle for about 3 yards and tackled by number 70, Henry Boss, and number 75, Damian Bonico.
That was a great job there by Damian, who met Sean Jackson as soon as he got through the line and was able to make the stop there. Now 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Noah Vanderland takes the snap. Looks like it will be a pass. And number 70 gets back there. Number 24, Luke Hoydinga, for the big sack for the Ramblers, about 10 yards. Back deep for Everett.
That was an awesome job there by Henry, who blitzed through and was able to get to Noah Vanderland in the backfield, but he ended up scrambling away from Henry, but luckily Luke Hoydinga came around and was able to make the tackle there for the sack.
Yeah, and it looks like number 42, Austin Farron, was also back there for the Ramblers. Noah Vanderland takes the snap. Hands off to number 20, Sean Jackson, who finds a hole, and he will just go for an Everett first down and about to the McBain Ramblers 40-yard line, brought down by number 42, Austin Farron.
That was an awesome run there by Sean Jackson, who took the handoff and went straight up the middle, but he had a big hole by his line, and he was able to make a couple cuts and get about 25 yards on the play there.
Noah Vanderland in shotgun formation. Number 20, Sean Jackson back there with him. Number 5, Owen Craven in motion. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. And he will be brought down by number 42, Austin Farron, but not after about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, that was another great job by the Wildcats quarterback, Noah, who has done a great job tonight on the quarterback keep. He's just been finding his holes, and he runs through them, and he's got some speed, so he can really break away from some people.
Noah Vanderland, shotgun formation. Number 20, Sean Jackson with him. Number 5, Owen Craven in motion towards us, and will get brought down by number 6, number 23, and number 22. That'd be Jagger Corliss, Caleb Miller, and Jacob Hart.
That was a great job there by Owen Craven for getting the Wildcat first down. But also a great job by the Ramblers defense, who was able to make the stop.
And they all swarmed to the ball. They didn't just wait for one guy to bring him down. Noah Vanderland in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 20, Sean Jackson, right up the middle. But he is stuffed right away by number 9, number 70, and number 42, Henry Boss, Austin Farron, and Brett Ealing.
Yeah, it was a great job by Brett Ealing, who made the initial contact there, who was able to really make the stop. But it was a good job by Everett to keep pushing there to be able to gain 1 yard on the play.
Noah Vanderland shotgun formation still for Everett. Owen Craven in motion. Trips out wide for Everett. Noah takes the snap, hands off to number 20, Sean Jackson, who finds the seam in the defense and will be taken in for a touchdown for about 25 yards.
Yeah, that was a great job by Sean Jackson for seeing the field and where all the defenders were, and he was able to make multiple cuts and had some blockers in front of him to make a few blocks and was able to get in for the Wildcat touchdown.
Makes it 20-6 for Everett. Everett going 4-2. Noah Vanderland takes his motions Owen Craven over, trips out left. Looks like he will keep it himself, and he will fight in for the 2 extra points for Everett.
That was a good job there by Noah, who once again with the quarterback keep, but for lowering his shoulder and pushing through the Ramblers and pushing in to get the 2-point conversion. It was a good job.
Number 52 or 62, Anthony Vendel will kick off for Everett. Looks like number 5, Darius Pena Perez back deep for the Ramblers. What are you expecting here, Spencer? Long kick or a short kick?
Most of the kicks tonight have been fairly short, so I'm guessing it'll be once again fairly short and probably up the middle again. It's where he's kicked it almost every time, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's where it ends up going.
The kick is off, and short kick right up the middle to number 2, Drew Hamilton, who gets to about the Everett 47-yard line.
That was a great job by Drew Hamilton being ready for the short kick, and who, as soon as he caught the ball, he just took off and was able to get about 10 yards on the play there and kept fighting to try and gain the extra yards.
And made an Everett player miss. Eli Wilt under center. Fumble or snap is fumbled. Recovered by the McBain Ramblers.
Number 6, Corliss falls on it.
Number 6, Jagger Corliss falls on this fumble. Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd 12 for the Ramblers.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate fumble there. Ramblers have been struggling with that the last game, and this game they've fumbled twice now, so hopefully they can fix that and keep driving the ball.
Snap is fumbled. Given to number 12, Aiden Cucci, who does not have much room to work with, and brought down by a pack of Wildcats. We'll bring up about 3rd and 20, about 15. Timeout Everett, first of the half. Ramblers come out. Aiden Cucci out wide. Number 23, number 6, Caleb Miller and Jagger Corliss back for the Ramblers. Looks like it will be a pass play to number 12, Aiden Cucci, which is intercepted by number 10, Aiden Anderson. And he will not be brought down yet. And finally hit by number 23, Caleb Miller, by about the 35-yard line, and a flag on the play.
Yeah, that was a good job by Aiden Anderson on gaining all the yards after he picked it off, but we will now see what the flag is for.
Holding on the return by the Wildcats will bring up about the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Noah Vanderlyn takes a snap, passes to number 18. Will be Jaden Irvin, brought down by number 6, Jagger Corliss. 1st down, Wildcats.
That was a good job by Jaden there after making the catch, lowering his shoulder to try and gain every bit of yardage that he could, and he was able to get the 1st down on the play there.
Flag down on the far side of the field.
But there is a flag that we did not see on the far side of the field.
a legal man downfield for the Everett Wildcats. It will be bring them back about 5 yards, and that play will not be any good anymore. It'll be 1st and 15, Everett on the 50-yard line. Wonder if they'll do the same thing again. Noah Vanderland as quarterback. Motion away. Owen Craven trips out wide. Handoff to number 20. Sean Jackson will be fumbled and recovered by the Everett Wildcats. Noah Vanderland.
They lost 4 downs on that. 4 yards on that play, and it is now 2nd and about 19 yards for the Wildcats. I'm guessing they will come out passing here, but we will have to see.
It's about 2nd and a country mile here. Noah Vanderland takes the snap, drops back, 2 pass, big drop back. Dump down to number 20, Sean Jackson. Hit hard by Caleb Miller. First initial contact and help clean up by number 70, number 6, Henry Boss, and Jagger Corliss.
Yeah, that was a good attempt on the screen pass there by the Wildcats. They ended up getting about 5 yards on the play, but it was not enough to get the first down, and it was a good job by Caleb Miller, who noticed Owen coming up for the screen pass and was able to meet him right after he caught the ball.
Bring up 3rd and 15 for Everett. Handoff to number 20, Sean Jackson. Brought down by number 70, Henry Boss, but not after about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Henry's been doing a great job at linebacker. It's not where he was supposed to play this season, but from an unfortunate injury on Caleb Vanna, he was moved to linebacker, and he's been doing a pretty good job at it so far this year.
Timeout on the play by the Everett Wildcats.
Timeout with 3 seconds to go in the half.
Everett Wildcats coming out, trips out wide, number 6, Noah Vanderland in shotgun formation. Looks like it will be a pass, and yes, he rolls out wide and is hit as he's thrown and will not be able to make the pass. And at halftime, it will be 22-6. Everett Wildcats are winning, and I'm just really curious on what's going to be said in that McBain locker room.
Yep. That was a good job there by Brett, who was able to pressure the quarterback there and hit him as soon as he threw it, not allowing the pass to be a good pass. And it was a good job by the Ramblers all in all for having great defense on the play.
Well, we'll see you after the half. Owen Craven, who's slipped right as he caught it. And number 23, Caleb Miller, just flies in there, unable to stop himself, and hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, luckily Caleb Miller didn't get hurt there because Owen slipped. He slipped, but he also lowered his body and hit Caleb in the knees. But luckily he was able to get up from that, and it was a good stop there.
Everett takes the snap, fake handoff to number 8, and looks like quarterback keep number 10, Aiden Anderson, who gets stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That was a good job there by Peyton Skolton for the Ramblers, who seen the quarterback keep the ball and got off of his opponent and was able to make the tackle.
Wildcats in punt formation. About 4th and 8, 7. Takes a snap. Number 62 does punt it, which would be Anthony Vendel, and it rolls all the way to about the McBain 20-yard line. What a boot by him. That was about 40-yard punt.
Yeah, that was a good punt there. And that was a good job by Everett Wildcats getting down there and not allowing Caleb Miller to return the ball.
McBain Ramblers will take over. Looks like they are sticking to that T formation. Eli Wilt, still the quarterback for the Ramblers, takes the snap. Snap is fumbled. And I think McBain Ramblers recovered it, but a loss of about 2 yards.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate fumble there for the Ramblers. Hopefully they get that under control this half and are able to stop that so they can make some big gains.
McBain sticking to that T formation. Eli Wilt takes the snap, hands it off to number 12, Aiden Kuchu, who cuts outside. And ball came loose on the play. Everett's pointing their way. Number 57 for the Ramblers, Max Grames, will grab the fumble. But the refs are ruling Everett ball.
Correction, the Wildcats did recover.
Yeah, that looked like a tough call there for the refs. Initially, the Wildcats had jumped on it, and then Max Grames came in and was able to pull it away from him, but I believe that the Wildcats had possession of it on the ground before they blew it dead, so that is the call that they are sticking with.
Great play by Everett defense there. Number 10, Aiden Anderson, quarterback for the Everett. Looks like number 8, Logan Whitbeck is back with him. Pass play to number 5, Owen Craven. And he will take it all the way in for a touchdown. And there is a flag on the play.
That was a great job by Aiden for hitting his receiver, but there is a flag down, and we will see what that will be on.
I think it will be blocking in the back there, or a holding call.
Holding against the Wildcats. That'll take away the touchdown.
Holding against Wildcats. Touchdown is taken back. And that'll be about 1st and 5 for Everett.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Rambler 15-yard line.
Looks like Aiden Anderson does keep it, and he is met hard at the line of scrimmage by number 70, Henry Boss.
Yeah, it was a good job by Henry there. Seeing Aiden keep the ball and not hand it off, and Aiden broke through the line, but Henry was there to meet him and make the tackle, not allowing them to gain any yards on the play.
Aiden Anderson in the shotgun formation for Everett. Takes the snap, hands off to number 20, Sean Jackson, who keeps fighting for extra yards. Finally brought down by number 9. But hold your horses because there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it was a good job there by Holden for chasing him around and ended up getting the tackle, but there is a flag on the play, and it is a face mask holding against Evert. That will be a 10-yard penalty.
Bring them back to about 2nd and 11. Two plays that McBain has been lucky on, how Everett has bailed them out. Aiden Anderson takes the snap, drops back for a pass to number 5, Owen Craven, and that will be a touchdown for the Wildcats.
That was a great job there by Anderson, taking the snap and dropping back, and he looked both ways and seen Owen Craven deep, and he just tossed it up, and it was a perfectly placed pass and hit Craven mid-stride for the touchdown for the Wildcats.
Thinking Everett will go for 2 here. And they will. Still in shotgun formation, number 10, Aiden Anderson, and number 8, Logan Whitbeck. Handed it off to Logan Whitbeck, and he will make it in untouched for the 2-point conversion.
That was a great job there by the Wildcat offensive line for creating a hole for Logan Whitbeck to run through to get the 2-point conversion there.
Number 5, Darius Pena-Perez, back deep for the Ramblers. And number 62, Anthony Vendel, will kick off for the Everett Wildcats. Expecting a short kick up the middle again. And that's what it is, right over Drew's head to number 20, who gets hit by number 61, Gabe Mitchell, and that was a return by number 20, Skylar Franklin.
That was a good job there by Skylar, coming up and grabbing the ball and not letting it bounce too far. And he picked it up and ended up getting a few yards out of it, but he was ended up getting brought down by Gabe Mitchell.
Thomas Maloney checking in the game for that quarterback position. Takes a snap, hands it off to number 6, Jagger Corliss, who gets tripped up in the backfield and stopped at about the line of scrimmage.
Number 6, Corliss, the ball carrier.
That was a good stop there by the Wildcats. And that was
along with
Vindell on the tackle there, who was able to stop Corliss as soon as he got the ball, and they did not gain any yards on the play.
It was a good job by Everett defense. Number 12, Aiden Cucci out wide for the Ramblers. Ball snapped, handed off to Jagger Corliss, who gets hit as soon as he crosses the line, and looks like he is able to gain about 2 yards on the play.
That was a good job there by Owen Craven, getting the tackle on the play. And another great open field tackle. Jagger came around the outside and was in the open, but Owen did a great job wrapping up and not allowing Jagger to fight for any more yards on the play.
McBain coming in that T formation. Thomas Maloney takes the snap, hands it off to, it's a pass to number 9, Brett Ealing, and he is able to toe tap it in for the first down, and it's a catch about 9-10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was about a 13-yard pass there. That was a great job by Thomas Maloney, faking the handoffs and coming around the outside and making a perfectly placed pass for Brett Ealing. That was an awesome toe tap by Brett also. Just handed off
to number 6, Jagger Corliss, bounces outside, tries to cut back in, but slips on the play.
Yeah. Everett's field does seem to always be a little bit wet. We struggled with it last year, and it was pretty wet when we played here also. And just gets a lot of dew on it, and it's always slippery.
Brings up about 2nd and 12 for the Ramblers. Snap taken by Thomas Maloney. Handed off to number 23, Caleb Miller, up the middle, who finds a gap and will not be able to be chased down, using his speed to his advantage for about a 55-yard touchdown.
That was an awesome job there by the Rambler offensive line, creating a huge hole for Miller to run through. And a great job by Miller for using his speed and getting to the edge and not being able to get caught by anyone on the Wildcats. Awesome play there.
Good job by the McBain line there, making that hole possible for the Ramblers. Pass by Thomas Maloney, intended for number 12, Aiden Cucci. Looked like it was a little short maybe. I was not able to see that 100%.
To go in the third quarter, Wildcats 30, Ramblers 12.
But that was just a good job by the McBain Ramblers to go down the field and score another touchdown. Thomas Maloney teeing it up for the Ramblers. Little kick and recovered by number 51, Cole Stats, and he will go instantly down, covering that ball up and down to about the 47-yard line.
Make it to 42, and the Wildcats start 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
That was a good job there by Thomas Maloney. Good effort on trying to kick it just over his head to give the Ramblers time to get down there to the ball. But unfortunately, it was touched short, and Everett was able to catch it there. Not all the Ramblers get to it.
Aiden Anderson, quarterback position for Everett. Hands off to number 8, Logan Whitbeck, who finds a seam right up the middle, but will be taken down by number 2, Drew Hamilton, but not after about 13-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Logan and the offensive line for the Wildcats. They've been doing a good job tonight on making holes for the Everett backs and quarterback to run through. And they've just been awesome on getting their blocks and sticking to them.
Aiden Anderson, still quarterback for the Everett Wildcats, takes the snap, fumbled snap, recovered by number 8, Logan Whitbeck, but not. That will be a loss of about 5 yards for the Wildcats.
Great job there by Brett Ealing, and good effort also on trying to get to the fumble. But unfortunately, Logan Whitbeck was there to fall on it.
Aiden Anderson bringing the play to his offense. Sticking to that shotgun formation. Number 5 in motion, Owen Craven. Trips out wide, handed off to number 20, Sean Jackson, who will go right up the middle, make some defenders miss, and he will go all the way to about the 10-yard line.
It's an awesome run there by Sean, who was making people miss, and he was cutting left and right, and he had a very long run there, getting all the way to the 10-yard line. That was a great run.
He is a really shifty running back.
And he has a lot of speed, too.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the McBain Ramblers 15-yard line. Owen Craven in motion out wide. Hit by number 23, Caleb Miller in the backfield. Ball comes loose. Recovered by number 20, Sean Jackson. And he will go back up, but still lose about a yard on the play.
It was a good job there by the Ramblers causing the fumble, but also a good job by Sean Jackson seeing the fumble, picking it up, and trying to make something happen out of the unfortunate play there.
Great play by Ramblers defense there. Number 5, Owen Craven in motion. Trips out wide for the Everett Wildcats. Handed off to number 20, Sean Jackson, and he'll get about 2 yards on the play before he's tackled by number 23, Caleb Miller.
It was a good job there by Miller, who seen Sean Jackson come through the line and hit him as soon as he broke through, and made a great wrap-up tackle about waist high, stopping them at about their with 10 yards to go, and it is third down.
Number 17, Calvin Troop, making his first appearance of the game on that D-line there. Trips out wide for Everett. Snap is fumbled. Looks like there is some McBain people there, but I do believe, and yes, Everett still has it. And that will be a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
That causes it to be fourth down and 13 for the Wildcats. And we will see what they will come out and try to do here. Hopefully the Ramblers can get a big stop.
I think they're going to go for it just because they're so close. And if they do not get it, they do have a chance to stop the McBain offense. Aiden Anderson, quarterback, Everett in shotgun formation. Takes the snap. It's going to be a pass play. Looks like he is getting pressured by some McBain. Incomplete pass on the play. Will bring up 1st and 10 for the Ramblers at about the 15-yard line.
That was a great job by Anderson, scrambling free from the defenders and making people miss, but also getting the pass off.
Trips out wide for the Ramblers. Thomas Maloney, quarterback, takes the snap, throws it to number 9, Brett Ealing, who cuts back up to the middle and able to get about 13 yards on the play and will bring up a first down for the Ramblers, and they will be spotted at about the 34-yard line.
That was a good job there by Brett Ealing making the catch, but Dallas Langworthy also making the open field tackle.
Yeah. Snap taken. Thomas Maloney takes the snap. Pressured. And will just throw out of bounds and avoiding being hit. That will be the end of the quarter. Your score is 30-12. Everett Wildcats on top. And we'll see you when the fourth quarter comes.
That was a great job there by Thomas Maloney, who was being super pressured. But just before he went out of bounds, he was able to get it off and throw it out of bounds for an incomplete pass, not allowing them to get a tackle in the backfield.
McBain offense coming out in spread formation. Thomas Maloney, the quarterback. Snap taken. We'll do a little shovel pass to Caleb Miller. He's able to fight off multiple defenders and able to get about 10 yards and a first down on the play.
It was a good job there by Thomas Maloney, seeing Caleb Miller open.
Tackled by number 72, Alex Roluski.
We do have an injury on the field.
he was able to get up and jog off the field under his own power. Thomas Maloney takes a snap for the Ramblers, throws up high for Brett Ealing, who is able to come down with the ball, and he will keep fighting for extra yards, and it'll take about 3 Everett defenders to take him down, but not after about 10 yards after the catch, and adding 10 yards onto the catch, about a 20-yard play in total.
That was an awesome catch there by Brett Ewing, jumping up for it and making a catch over top of the defenders. And he was able to break free from a couple people and gain some extra yards on the play.
Big play by a sophomore there. Thomas Maloney takes a snap, drops back for the pass, gets a little pressure, and he will slip. And
Maloney's pass is complete to number 44.
Kason Pollington will catch the ball, but it looks like it will be a loss of 5 yards. Illegal touching on the play. Be a loss of 5 yards from the previous play. Bring up first and about 20 for the Ramblers. Thomas Maloney takes a snap, rolls out to his right, throws the ball, incomplete.
Maloney's pass intended for Caleb Miller.
Intended for Caleb Miller.
That was a good attempt there by Thomas, but unfortunately when he went to throw the ball, that had slipped out of his hand. And like I said, it is a wet field, and it is pretty damp out there tonight, and the ball is seeming to be pretty wet, and had just slipped right out of his hand.
Bring up about 3rd and 20 for the Ramblers. Let's see if they can't convert this. Looks like they were able to get an Everett player to jump. Well, give back the Ramblers a few more yards. Now it'll bring up about 3rd and 15, which is a better situation than 3rd and 20. We're playing 3rd down. Thomas Maloney dropping back to throw the ball. Throws intended for Jagger Corliss and just out of reach for him.
It's a good job and effort by Thomas, but unfortunately they were not able to complete the pass.
Brings about 4th and 15 for the Ramblers. Thomas Maloney dropping back. Pass caught by number 6, Jagger Corliss. He's fighting for the extra yardage and finally brought down by number 20, Sean Jackson. But it is enough for a first down for the Ramblers.
Awesome catch there by Jagger Corliss and a sweet throw by Thomas Maloney, who was able to throw it in full sprint and was able to get it off to Jagger Corliss, who made a couple guys missed and was able to fight for extra yards on the play to get the first down. And they were at about 4th and 15, so that was a great play by the Ramblers.
Thought I was watching Patrick Mahomes for a second. Thomas Maloney takes the snap, hands off to number 23, Caleb Miller, right up the middle, able to make some defenders miss. Great blocking up front, and just another touchdown by Caleb Miller.
That was an awesome run there by Miller, who had a great hole by the line, made a couple moves, cut it to the outside, and was able to get right into the end zone. Also, some great blocking by Brett Ealing upfield, not allowing his corner to get around him and to Miller.
McBain Ramblers will be going for 2 here. Luke Hoydinga checking in to the game. Sticking to that T formation. Handoff right up the middle to Caleb Miller. And he is in for the 2-point conversion.
Good job there by Miller, who was able to lower his shoulders and just push through the Everett defensive line.
With 10:14 to go in the game.
That was a great drive by the Ramblers, going from 4th and 15 and turning that into a touchdown and just not giving up on the drive and making some incredible plays.
Tomorrow night, McBain, your varsity Wildcats, travel McBain. That is a 7 o'clock start.
Thomas Maloney to kick off for the Ramblers, and back deep for the Everett Wildcats, number 5, Owen Craven.
Maloney to tee it up for the Ramblers. Craven, the deep man for Everett.
Onside kick by Thomas Maloney, recovered by number 52, Anthony Vendel, at the 50-yard line.
That was a perfectly placed onside kick there, but unfortunately, the Ramblers might not have seen the ball and weren't able to dive on it.
Aiden Anderson, quarterback for Everett, in spread formation. Handed off to number 8, Logan Whitbeck, and he will be stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job there by the whole Rambler defensive line and getting through the line, but Peyton Skolton getting through there and hitting the running back as soon as he was handed the ball. And they were able to bring him down, only allowing them to gain a yard on the play.
Handoff to number 8, Logan Whitbeck, and he gets about 2 yards on the play.
Short gain on the play.
Taken down.
He was taken down by 23, Caleb Miller, who was able to make the open field tackle on Whitbeck. But hopefully the Ramblers get through. They're hoping to get through the line here and make another big stop so they can turn the ball over and hopefully get another score.
Official timeout on the play. Everett having to huddle back up quickly. Aiden Anderson takes the snap, going to keep it himself, finding a wide open hole, able to get the first down, and much more of about 10 yards more after the first down. Nice run for about 20 yards by Aiden Anderson.
Yeah, that was a good run by Anderson, who was able to make a few guys miss to the outside and just get away from the defensive line, who's been really doing a great job this half on plugging the holes up the middle. And good stop there by the Ramblers, not allowing him to get completely to the edge to be able to score the touchdown.
That was Henry Boss on the play. Everett in the spread, takes the snap, rolls out to his left, is going to keep it again, and hit hard by what looks to be number 9, Brett Ealing, but not after picking up of about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, that was a great stop there by Brett, who came across field, seeing him and making the tackle, not allowing them to gain the first down, but they did get about 6 yards on the play there. Now 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats.
Everett sticking to that spread formation. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Aiden Anderson, quarterback. Motion over. Timeout by Everett Wildcats. Everett, both teams back on the field. Everett, Aiden Anderson, motion to the field, takes the snap, hands it off to number 20, number 8, sorry, my bad, Logan Whitbeck, and he will go all the way for a Wildcat touchdown.
It's a great job there by Logan, cutting it out to the outside, getting away from all the defenders, and he only had one man to beat up the middle, and he made a move on him and made him miss, and he was in for the touchdown. Now 36-20, the Wildcats are up with 6 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if McBain can't stop them here on their 2-point conversion. out and spread. Sean Jackson in motion to the H-back position. Quarterback keeper and met hard by number 23 Caleb Miller in the backfield for a big stop for the Ramblers.
That was an awesome job there by Miller, blitzing in from the outside and meeting Aiden Anderson in the backfield as soon as he did the quarterback keep and tried to go to the outside. It was a great stop there by the Ramblers, not allowing them to get the 2-point conversion.
Number 22, Jacob Hart, back deep for the Ramblers to receive the kick. Number 62, Anthony Vindell to kick off for the Everett Wildcats. Big kick by Anthony Vindell, caught by number 4 for the Ramblers, Logan Wagner, brought up to about the 39-yard line.
Great job there by Logan Wagner catching the kickoff, but also gaining about 10 yards on the play and a good effort to fight for what he could get. Ramblers come out in shotgun. Maloney takes a snap. Throws it deep up to Darius Pena, and it is tipped by Aiden Cucci and picked off. Is it picked off? Nope, they're calling it incomplete by the Wildcats, and it is not a turnover. It was be ruled incomplete, and it will be now second down for the Ramblers.
Good try by Aiden Cucci to go up for that ball. And just a great job by the defense to cover all the wide receivers for McBain. And just making it difficult for Thomas to throw it. Still a great throw by Thomas, though.
Maloney takes a snap. Rolls out to his right. He keeps it, runs up the middle, gains about 7 yards on the play after being met by a handful of Wildcats.
Good job by the McBain line to give Thomas Maloney some time to throw the ball. And just good job by, I think it was number 57, Max Grames. His guy got past him a little bit, but he was able to hit him so he was not having a direct path to Thomas and just staying on that block again.
Ramblers come out in shotgun once again. Maloney takes a snap. And there's a flag on the play.
Illegal motion against the Ramblers.
Illegal motion against the Ramblers.
That'll move them back 5 yards.
And that will be a 5-yard penalty.
Replay third down. Going to be 3rd and 8 for the Ramblers.
Bringing up 3rd and 9 for the Ramblers here. Let's see if they can't punch this one in for a first down.
Maloney in shotgun. There's a hard count. And it looks like the Wildcats might have jumped offsides. And yes, they did.
5 yards.
So they got their 5 yards back on that last play.
Bringing up 3rd and 4.
They get right down to the ball quick. Maloney takes a snap. He drops back. Tosses it up to Miller, but it is just short. And that is incomplete.
To number 23.
Bringing up 4th and about 5. And that was just a great play for the Everett Wildcats. Looked like they had every man covered, making a difficult decision for Thomas Maloney where to throw. Thomas Maloney, just a freshman. He's doing a pretty good job here tonight, wouldn't you say, Spencer?
Yeah, he's had a great game so far. Maloney in shotgun.
Flag on the far side of the field.
And it is against the Ramblers.
Flag down before the snap.
And that is a false start on the Ramblers. Back to 4th and 9 now. Maloney still in shotgun. Takes a snap. Hand it off to Miller. And he gains about 7 yards on the play, and that is not enough for the first down.
Great try by Caleb Miller. Just working hard to try and get that first down. It was just the Everett Wildcat was just barely able to overpower him and stop him before he was able to get to the first down marker. It'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Everett Wildcats at about McBain's 46-47 yard line.
Anderson in shotgun. He takes a snap. There's a handoff to Sean, who cuts outside.
1 man, 2 beat.
And he is brought down by number 2, Drew Hamilton. And he gained about 30 yards on that play. That was a great run by Sean.
Drew Hamilton just able to get there and grabbed his jersey and just held on and forced him out of bounds. That was a good play by Sean Jackson, using his quickness and his shiftiness, just able to make defenders miss and just using that to his ability and just helping this Everett offense out. And I believe he is a sophomore. So good job by an older player for JV.
Anderson in shotgun. Sends a guy in motion. Takes a snap. There's a handoff to Sean again. Breaks loose up the middle to the outside. And he will make it into the end zone for the touchdown. And that is another 6 being added to the board for the Wildcats.
That was a good play by Sean Jackson. He was just able to find a hole and then cut to the outside, making, I think, 2 or 3 Ramblers miss him using his shiftiness and just speeding up past them. And he was just able to have a hole there from the Everett offensive line, and just a great play in general by the Wildcats. Everett going for the 2-point conversion here.
Anderson in shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws a bullet pass in the middle to Owen Craven. And he did get the 2-point conversion.
It will be 44, Everett Wildcats at 44, and McBain Ramblers at 20 with just under 4 minutes left in the game.
Anthony Vendel to kick for the Wildcats. This is a short kick. Gets just past Luke. Jacob Hart picks it up. Tries to make a man miss, and he fumbles it, but the Ramblers do fall on it.
That was a good play by the Everett Wildcats. They kicked it just between two players, just over someone's head, making them have second thoughts about it, and just way to fly down the field and able to pick up the tackle. Just, I think, some miscommunication on this Ramblers kick return team.
Maloney in shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking for an open receiver. Throws it up to Miller. It is tipped, but it falls incomplete.
That was a good job by Miller, just able to get open, and he still was swarmed by the Ramblers, but still trying to make a play on the ball there. Evert really covering this pass offense really well tonight, just making it a little more difficult for the quarterback to make a decision here. Thomas Maloney with the ball, running out wide, will take it himself, going up, getting about, I would say, 25 yards on the play there.
That was an awesome run there by Maloney, who was able to break free and gain about 15 yards on the play, making few people miss and just fighting for every amount of yard that he could. Maloney in shotgun once again. Takes a snap. Rolls to his right. There's a toss to Miller, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, great job by Miller there. He acted like he was going to block there for a few seconds and then just went out for the quick little shuttle pass. And he was just a little too far out in front of him for him on that play, but it was really hard for Thomas Maloney to throw that ball because he did have someone in his face there.
Second down for the Ramblers.
Maloney takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws it up. Looks like Jagger Corliss catches it, but slips, and looks like he got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Good job on Jagger, realizing that everyone was covered deep and just coming up short for the quick little pass. And just like Spencer said earlier, this field must be a little wet or something because he was just trying to plant and unable to do so and just slipped.
Maloney in shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands off to Miller. There is a flag on the play. Miller fights for the extra yardage. He gets the first down. But I believe it is illegal motion on the field for the Ramblers.
Down play would be on the stop for Everett.
Yeah, I just don't think some of the players heard the play call in the huddle and just were a little confused there on the play. I think that will be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
5.
5 yards, my bad. Third and about 13 for the Ramblers.
Ramblers take snap. Is a fake handoff. He throws it up to Darius Pena, who jumps and he gets the catch. Breaks off one defender, and he is going. Breaks another defender, And he is in for the Rambler touchdown. Awesome play there and awesome throw by Maloney.
That was
Darius Pena.
That was a great play by the Ramblers. Darius jumping up for the pass, just shedding I think 3 in total. Everett Wildcats on the play and just running all the way in for the touchdown for the McBain Ramblers.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Darius Pena for breaking all of the defenders and getting into the end zone. Ramblers are going for 2 here. Maloney is now under the center with the T formation. Takes a snap.
Hands it off
To Miller, I believe, up the middle. And they call him in for the 2-point conversion.
Great play by Caleb Miller. Just able to power through the Everett D-line and just running downhill the whole time and just able to cross that line and get in for the extra 2 points on the play.
Maloney to kick off for the Ramblers. Back deep for the Wildcats is Owen Craven.
For the Ramblers. Craven deep for the Wildcats.
Is a deep kick. And the Ramblers rush down the field. Is a spin move by Craven. A whole herd of Ramblers to take him down.
There is a flag on the play, but that was a great kick by Thomas Maloney going all the way back to the 5-yard line. I think it was blocking them back. Block in the back against the Wildcats. That will bring them to about the 7-yard line, 8-yard line.
Anderson back to get the snap. Takes a snap. Is a handoff to Whitbeck. Whitbeck tries to cut upfield. But looks like Austin is able to make the tackle.
Looks like he is able to got enough for a first down. Number 11. Holden Knaus checking in the game for Austin Farron.
Anderson in the backfield, shotgun formation, is waiting to waste as much time off the clock as they can. Takes a snap, he keeps it, runs to the outside, makes a man miss, and is brought down by number 23, Caleb Miller, and there is 2 flags on the play.
Think it might be spearing or targeting because it did look like there was some helmet-to-helmet contact there too.
Multiple flags at the end of the play.
Looks like it was a personal foul against the Ramblers. That will be a 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul against the Ramblers.
The clock will run out here, and that will be the end of the game for the Ramblers and the Everett Wildcats. The final score is 44 Wildcats, 28 Ramblers.
That was just a good game in general. Lots of plays ran. I think a total of 72 points by both teams on there. Just a learning experience for both teams. And just hope we see you tomorrow night at the McBain Ramblers versus Everett Ramblers varsity game at McBain. I'm Bryce Hickam.
I'm Spencer Reed.
And that's the game for today.